All right, sharpening's done, oiled up, fueled up. Haven't fired up the saw yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and run a pass. So I'm gonna set you guys over here on the ground. I think there's no better view, I don't think. Set you guys over here, and you get to see firsthand if I messed it up. Damn it. Just a little bit this way. Oh, son of a bitch thing. Alright, so it's about... Oh, this fucking thing's gonna fall down. I know it is. Get you up here on a rock. Hold on. I know this is kind of far away, but at least you get to see. It's gonna be a 20-foot pass. That's better. Alright, we're gonna go from there. So about a 20-foot pass, 18. I stuffed a log under it to keep it from tipping. Hopefully it stays there. And hopefully this is a good video. Yeah, so if you guys hang on with me, I'll rip that top off so you can get a look at the finished cut too. Look at this thing dumping how much sawdust is going up inside this column falling out. So I know that the engine. This is how much fuel I have left in it. So you see these posts about how, you know, they take some 30 minutes tanks of fuel. That's almost 20 foot. That's not a small log, alright? You see everything I kicked out on the ground. This is full comp, it's not skip. You can see it gummed up a lot. You know, that Tamarack is sappy shit. So that's kind of got me worried. I'm gonna put some thinner oil in it next time, and I'll probably keep my squeeze bottle out, and every time I stop, I'll squeeze a little on the chain. This did not get enough oil for this cut. Really gummed up. But yeah, full comp. 10 degrees, 20 foot, extensions on the ladder. You see everything I just pulled out in that one pass. I'm gonna rip it apart real quick so you can see what it looks like underneath. Get my headset off here. I'll set you on the saw. You can be up on top of this bad bitch. Thing just plowed through that. So that's what the tooth geometry does for you. Hey, and I can hear now. You know, if I had left the geometry the same as when I did the white oak, I think I would have been pushing it to finish this log on one tank. Matter of fact, I almost don't, I don't know, it would have been close. I would have had to be really, really prickly sharp to finish that cut. If I had left the geometry the way it was. That's why if you didn't watch the sharpening video, watch it, because see what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it doesn't make any difference. Why I changed the tooth profile to deal with the softer wood. Not just talking out my ass, I know what I'm talking about. You know, most people are just struggling to get this saw to cut. I want it to cut the way I want it to cut. Have you guys in there in a second. Go back to the Torx bit, because you always use Torx bits for these, or they won't come out on hardwood. I don't know how long that cut took, but I tell you, it was no more than 8 minutes. I'll tell you that, even with stopping. That's almost 20 foot. You can see in the beginning, it was really chewing in the beginning. Of course, the log down there is a little smaller diameter too, but it was really, really humping when I first stuck it in the wood. I did not have to push on that either. If anything, I'm holding it back, trying to keep the RPMs up. It's trying to dig in so much. I guess I could suck it. Wow, fucking beautiful wood. Wow, he was right. That's gorgeous. He was right. You can see, wow, look at this sap. Look at this sap. I gotta show you guys this. You can see it was not, this is not, if any of you guys watch me all the time, you know this is not a super smooth cut for me. You know, depending on which way I get the light here in the shadows, this is not a super smooth cut for me. It's beautiful wood. Look at the red. Look at the offcut. That is gorgeous. All right, so I get the shadows the right way here so you can see the dig marks. It's not a super smooth cut for me. Look at this sap. Just pouring out. That's why my chain's all gummed up. What a beautiful piece though. Oh my God, I'm gonna get him out here. I'm gonna kill this video and get him out here to see it. Look at the gorgeous lines in this. What a beautiful log. This is gonna gum some chains like nobody's business. This is gonna be challenging actually to keep chains from gumming up. I'm glad I did that with the gullets. Yeah, look at how scalloped it is right here. And it felt smooth. It didn't feel like it was really going crazy. See if we can figure out. I could see why it scalloped here, because it got in between the knots and then it scalloped and then it stopped. So it was cutting smooth, got out of this knots, got jumping up and down, and smoothed out when it hit that knot. You can see that's no mistake that's right there. I have no idea why it did it right here. Maybe because the plywood was moving or flexing. No idea why it did it right here. I can see right here it's around this, it corresponds with that knot. So the teeth are coming through that knot and doing something weird. That's why it's only on this side. Same thing here, all the scallopings around the knots. This is common in a bandsaw mill too. But I'm gonna call Paul. He lives on site here. Have him come out and take a look at this, because man, he's gonna want to see how gorgeous this is. That's a nice piece of wood. So almost, like I said, almost 20 feet long. You can see it's not small. There's no way I could pick that offcut up. You know, that's heavy offcut. Absolutely phenomenal though. Beautiful wood. And actually, I'm glad I came out to do it. I'm glad I picked this log and decided to do this today. That's awesome. So that's the tooth geometry thing. If any of you guys have any great ideas about degumming a chain, wow, look at that shit flaking off there. Cooked on and now it's kind of flaking off. Watch, see if I can get it to do it. So yeah, I think what I'll do is I'm gonna get some get a spray bottle out here, and that's pretty tight too. Spray it and run it, spray it down with some like that degreaser shit, and run it, degunker shit, whatever that stuff is. See if I can wipe out some of this resin. Now I don't know if you can see this, but if you look right in front of my finger here, you can still see the burr on top of that tooth. Never even took the burr off that tooth. You can also see how thick of a chip they were taking. If you see the clean spot on the front of the teeth, that's how much of a chip they were taking. So you can actually look down your chain and see how your teeth are tuned, because that spot should all be about the same. You can see the teeth that are taking bigger bites, if they get a bigger shiny spot on the top, and teeth that are almost taking nothing would be totally gummed over. Every tooth, I don't know if you can see this, I'm pointing along and not even showing it. Every tooth has a clean spot on it right at the front of the tooth, so every tooth was cutting. It's another reason why it went so fast. See if I can find one that wasn't. That's pretty tight too. So far nothing was missing. So that's a good sign. Every tooth was cutting. And that's why it went that fast. Because any of you who've never made a cut that long, no, that doesn't go. You can see my ladder's 14 feet, guys. All right. So that tells you, you know, I'm just giving you an idea how long that log is. You know, that's a no joke cut. But the reason I got through it that fast is the tooth geometry and the fact that it's tuned so that every tooth was cutting. So yeah, cool. That was a good video. I'll get my glove off and talk to you guys later. Post this up tonight. If I make another cut, maybe I'll post it. Maybe I'll shoot another one. See ya.